right now we're currently looking at Cardano slash Bitcoin. This is on the Binance. This is connected to Binance servers. Now what I've done here is I basically marked each day interval with dashed lines here. You can do that in the trading view settings. And of course what I've done is first of all I moved to the 15-minute charts. I spotted my strong resistance and support levels. As you guys can see, first thing I did was actually, since the day's about to end here, I had a look, see where price mainly bounced off of, and here we got our strong resistance, and you guys can see the day before and the day before, it made contact with this region and bounced back down, which suggests that it's a well-respected resistance line. However, of course, we do have some respected support levels, such as the quadruple 0.23, and also the quadruple 0.24, and that's because we got a lot of bounces off this region. And just we're not looking for anything too close, of course. Just we're trying to kind of, let's say, kind of guess where the sweet spot is. But I'm expecting the price potentially drop around these regions. And when it does, I'm really gonna look for a buy, right? Because this is the main resistance. This is respected. As a result of it being respected, of course, suggests that the chances of price going up are higher. Now, some of the best ways of trying to figure out whether the price will retrace is through the order book, or a tape, also called a potentially a DOM. I think, yeah, they do call it a DOM as well, depth of market, of course, or any sort of order book, or time and sales. It just tells you, time of sales. Sorry, it just shows you, the bids and the asks, and it really tells you whether the buyers are trying to dominate near the resistance or support. However, in this example, I'm only going to be doing, looking at candlesticks, and basically what we're looking for are wicks. Wicks, and we had a massive wick here. As a result, what I've done here is, what I'm looking for initially is, I'm looking for price to bounce up here, but if something bad happens, I know I could potentially go for a buy down this lower region, since we got another area where resistance is powerful, and support is powerful, and price could react to the upside. And I'm not looking to buy anywhere in here, or anywhere, I'm not looking into these green lines. I'm not going to buy there. I'm going to buy around the green levels, and I want to react to some sort of a retracement as price is dropping down. And it's all about safe positioning, and not trying to of course you could join this sort of trend here, but if you do join this short trend here, we've seen price move back up, so you could potentially get caught off guard, and we're only looking to potentially buy when price drops around this region, and we're looking for some sort of a confirmation, that being either a bounce off of VWAP, or potentially a bounce off of support. And that we could do that again for the order book, or some sort of a candlestick confirmation, or just seeing buyers pushing the price up, forming some sort of a wick pattern. Moving on, I'm probably gonna I'm gonna be doing most of the trading in the 3 minutes, and I want to keep an eye on the volume. As you guys may see, as we've had this downtrend, we've started to have more groups of reds, meaning that sellers, of course, are dominating the markets. Of course, we had some sort of a wick form here, but nothing too much. We had a break, we had a breakout right here, so that just increases our price and going to the downside. But we're not going to do this. Is stuff that I just told you is based off of speculation, so it's nothing that I'm going to stick to. The main thing that I'm going to stick to is some sort of a retracement at the quadruple 0.24 level, and yeah, so all we got to do now is wait. Oh, by the way, one more thing to let you know is that why would I go for a buy? Well, if we have a look down here, So we've had actually some sort of breakthrough support here. Now I didn't really mark this region because it wasn't as well respected. As a result, we had a break, right? What I've done is I actually marked the next area. But what this tells us is price is more likely to because price has tried to catch higher highs. It's more likely to do the same thing again. As you guys may know, history repeats itself. And by the way, to spot an overall trend, what I do is I look at the price before, potentially the day before, and I look at the price now, and you see price is low here, price is high here, potential of an uptrend is high. As a result, this region where we had a lot of bounces, even more respected due to the uptrend factor. So that's one more thing to take into consideration. As you guys may see down here, we nearly had build-up of buy volume. However, we're getting more red here, which tells me price, has a higher probability of dropping down even lower, since these group of buyers weren't enough to push the price up. Of course, as we gain more wick action, it leads to us being more speculative about trend movements, or should I say the main direction that the trend will be in. But yeah, it's all about the waiting right now, and just got to be patient and get the right trade, because when you get the right trade at the right time, put in the right amount. And what some people do is they don't put in as much money, but they put in a decent amount. So if when price does go up, they meet their normal profit standards. Then of course, as they get more confirmation of price moving, up to the resistance, they even add more money, and as a result, they'll get more bonus, potentially a lot of bonus. But yeah, so what we're just gonna do is we're gonna wait for price to drop down. And by the way, everybody, this works with Forex stocks very well. It works with Forex. I'm doing it with crypto, and it's a great way of doing trading. It's better to do it off when we got a nice trend, of course, in either direction. For the time being, I'm just gonna stick around and just wait for this to go down. And one way of really trying to tell whether the chart is starting to reverse is, we could start off by placing lines here, and you know if we compare the volume at this uptrend, you guys can see there's there's a lot more greens than reds, and they're stacked up in groups. And down here we can see more reds stacked up in groups, and we've got the greens splitting from one another. Um, and that's one thing to watch out for a potential reversal. And you guys can see it right here. You can see it right here. It's something that works as long as the trend isn't choppy. As long as you got a nice smooth natural trend onto the upside, you get that sort of these sort of volume bars. um, but yeah, it's interesting. It's kind of helpful now and then, just to have something extra. Yeah, we've got a lot of wicks as this trend has gone down, which kind of it's just me being speculative about what's going on, but kind of does tell me, I guess it could be some sort of justification, but nothing that's going to be 100% true. That's going to drag the price downwards, potentially around this region. And then we got to watch out. We're not taking this resistance for granted, right? If price drops down even lower, we could grab even a better opportunity. However, in the crypto market, I don't think that's going to be work out so well, because usually when it drops, when price drops dramatically, it could lead to a enormous fall due to potentially Bitcoin getting dumped super hard by sellers.
Thank y'all for watching. Make sure to follow all of our social media, which can be found in the description below, and stay tuned for next week's episode.